Welcome back to City Skylines. Today we're starting off by fixing that terrible train interchange that I temporarily put in last episode. If you remember, it was the one that was at a really steep angle over the top of the highway intersection that we have here in the downtown. So instead, I thought, let's put it in a tunnel, kind of how I wanted it to actually be once I thought about it for more than 30 seconds. So this is just the cargo train connection to the sort of oil fields that we have, and especially having the oil unique factory or whatever it's called in the port area. Having this rail connection is probably a good idea. It hasn't seen a whole lot of use yet, but I think as we, build up more, it'll probably become a lot more useful and make a lot more sense later on. So I think it's important to have, because at the moment, the only way cargo trains can go is directly to that one downtown cargo station. So I think having this here is going to help. Now, by no means is this perfect or realistic. It's still probably way steeper or, way sharper than any realistic train connection would be. But, I like just try and strike a balance between looking pretty nice in City Skylines and being, I guess somewhat realistic looking-ish, but don't look too closely, because I think if you look too closely at anything in this, it's probably going to be a little bit off. But, I think we find a good, happy middle ground with a lot of the stuff that we've been doing in this city, where I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty nice. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks the part, and I'm really happy with that. And also it functions within the game. I think the most important thing for me personally anyway is that the stuff I build actually works in the game too. I want it to actually be functional, whether it be roads for traffic, public transport. I want it to actually make sense and have the citizens in the game using that stuff. So I think that's kind of important too. And it seems to be this works. So that's good. So in this little spot here, I think we used to have a playground. So I did the smaller playground here. And then I think I did a little cafe and a couple of commercial shops. Now, the title of today's video is accurate. At least I hope it is. I haven't finished filming this episode yet as I record this commentary. But we are hitting 65,000 residents today. That means we're going to unlock the entire map and we can finally not be so crammed in. It's been great. I think we've built some really cool things, but I really want the city to kind of expand a bit more in not just density, but, further out. I want to do a little town somewhere maybe. I want to go on the rest of the map. So a large portion of this time lapse today is just building more housing. We need more people here. We're not that far off currently in the time lapse. You can see we've got 54,500-ish. So we're only 10,000 people away from hitting the 65,000. And that's awesome. So I do a lot more developing. So this is next to the theme park that we built a little while ago. So you can see the theme park just down there. This is kind of, I guess, in the San Francisco neighborhood of the city. I do a huge expansion of this area and also the other area near the little beach that we built a little while ago too. You'll see it obviously come up a little bit later on, rather than me trying to describe it. And of course, at the end of this time lapse, as always, we'll have a look. There's so much that I did that is not in this time lapse, because honestly, it's just me placing a bunch of buildings over and over and over again. The same buildings too, nothing is that different or that unique. So a lot of it is cut out, but you kind of see the more interesting parts. You see me planning most of the roads and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously you see me placing some buildings, but all the fine tuning of the buildings, placements and heights and detailings, I didn't show all of that. I showed portions of it. So you'll see a good part of it, but then once you might see me play something down and it kind of looks really bland, but once we jump into the game, you'll see the finished product. I think it works really well. Anyway, so on this hillside, actually one thing I've realized, so we got that huge waste facility right there, which is fine. I'm leaving it there. I really like that sort of ugly aspect of the city, the city's past, that's where they've always done it. That's where it is. But one thing I didn't realize is the pollution from that does spread far enough that it made a lot of people in this area sick. So that's one thing I had to adjust after doing some of this time-lapse build was I moved. Basically, we just have commercial and office space in the polluted ground space because those are fine. They don't get sick from those for whatever reason, but if you have residents and residential buildings there, they will get sick from that. So I just had to have a little bit of a buffer zone between the waste management and the residents. Now also here, man, this whole area It was simultaneously a lot of fun to build. As you can see, like we are on such a steep cliff. So it was really fun challenge to try and build and place buildings here. But it was also super tedious. So that's also a portion of why, I cut a lot of it out, because also there's a lot of me spinning the camera around, which when it comes to time lapses is not great, because it just makes people motion sick and you can't really see what's happening anyway. So you'll see a lot of jumping forward here where things just kind of appear. But again, I'm trying to give you a good overview of what's happening. So we've got, these really, really steep cliffs. So I'm trying to mix in high density buildings on the lower parts and the upper parts, so they sort of join together, cover each other up. There's a lot of overlap. And I think in the end, it works out pretty well. Again, we'll have a really good look of it at the end of this time lapse. Now, we're also doing a lot more of these sort of row houses, the Alamo Square houses. What are they called? The Painted Ladies. That's what they're called. Fantastic asset from the Steam Workshop that we've already used a lot in our city. And we're doing a lot more of them because this whole area is so hilly and it's in these suburbs that already have these houses in the city. So it's like, let's use more of them. Also, they stack together really nicely and they look pretty good in really hilly areas. So that's why I'm just going to use a little bit more of them to sort of fill out the space. I suppose the only downside with using those smaller houses is that they only have one household in each of them. So it does mean the whole area that has them is lower density, but that's also why you can see I try to mix in a lot of those sort of high density apartment blocks, because we just need to get those numbers up. The problem is every time as well, and you might have noticed it, I think in the last episode, or yeah, I think it was or the last couple episodes, the population will boost up a few thousand. You get to like, I don't know, let's just say you get to 56, and then it would be just slowly trickle down and settle at like 54. Like drop another 2,000, like it peaks and then it slowly trickles down and settles in. So I think I peaked somewhere in this time lapse at like 62 or 3 or something. It was getting close. It was getting really close. But I think now at the moment, maybe it's down at 61 again. So I don't know. I think once we jump into the game, we're just going to have to put a bunch of high density apartment blocks just to get the number over and then maybe remove some. I know that's, but well, you know what? I have a plan. I do have a plan of actually how I want to get that number up. I think we might be able to do it. Maybe. We might be able to do it and keep the buildings, because I don't really like the idea of what we did way back when, where we built that huge area and just demolished it all. I mean, we did what we did because we had to, we had to do it. But ideally, if I can build an area that we don't have to immediately bulldoze, that'd be nice. That's what I want to try and do today. We're pretty close, so we're not far off. Now, this whole area here, alongside this original main road or semi-highway kind of road, that hill and cliff looks so ugly. I was like, let's just add a bunch of rocks in here. Let's get some of these big rocks in here. It looks so much better. I really, really like the look of it. And actually, I do a lot more of these rocks over the other side too, a little bit later in the time lapse. So I don't show all of it because, again, this is kind of one of those things where I think you see me placing a few of these and then, I got to go back and place another 50 of them or slightly adjust them with move it like 100,000 times, So I think we're getting a good balance of time lapse. Do let me know in the comments below. But, I'm editing these time lapses in a way that, stuff is still happening, but it's not going too fast. Because I could leave everything in, but then the time lapse will either be, 40-minute time lapse or a 20-minute time lapse that's going way too fast to see anything. So I think this is working quite well. I feel like we get the gist of what's going on here, and you don't sort of miss anything important anyway. Like you can see, I'm just getting a bunch of these rocks here, trying to make a big cliff here, which actually is quite good because it kind of covers up that waste management facility there from all this sort of neighborhood just on top of this hill. So you still get great views from this neighborhood, but kind of blocks the waste facility. Actually, one kind of funny thing, how I was mentioning the polluted ground making the residents sick. You know what doesn't get sick from putting on the ground there is schools. So I'm pretty sure there's a high school and an elementary school pretty much right next to this waste facility, which I don't know if in the real world would be allowed. But, this is City Skylines. Like I said, we're playing by the rules of City Skylines, and it said it was fine and we don't have any problems. Also, when is this is completely unrelated, but I was just thinking about it. When is the new DLC coming out? I swear I keep seeing like videos about it, but I don't know when it's coming out. Cities, Skylines, Plazas, and Promenades DLC. When is that? Have they even released a date for it? Because I've been watching the little videos they put out, And it's pretty cool. There's some really cool things and actually some beautiful new assets like shops and service buildings. And I think a lot of stuff that would actually really suit our city. The only thing is, the more we build, the more we're going to have to demolish to add that in somewhere in the city, which I think is okay. I think we've got some spaces. Like I said, I think last time, was it? We have that sort of park near the zoo and the unique buildings. I think that would be a great place for a pedestrian promenade and plaza and all that. So we've got a good spot there. And I think we'll try and find somewhere in the downtown to do it. And maybe we'll design a whole new area to use some of that stuff too, because I think there's some really cool stuff coming. This is actually the only, I didn't search too hard, but I searched wood and decal on the workshop, and this is kind of what I found. I didn't really see any others. But I think this turns out okay. I think I need to spend more time on it. But I didn't want to go way too deep on, putting this decal on this pier that we built. If you guys had a better one that we could find. I don't know if you guys know of another one on the workshop, or something else we could use, or another way to do it. But anyway, so I covered the whole pier basically in this wood decal, which is, like I said, it's okay. But you can see even then when I zoomed out how repeated it is. Like it's got the sort of darker patches and... it's not exactly what I would want it to be, but it also doesn't look horrible. Like I think it looks better than the concrete. And like I said, I haven't detailed any of the pier yet. Like I think adding in more trees and planters and benches and and more stuff like that would make this look a lot better too. But I don't want to go too far in it until I get feedback. We'll also have a look at this area in the game once we jump into it. But yeah, let me know if there's any other decals or anything else on the workshop that we could use for this area. Because when it's all like layered like that, you can really see the repeated texture, and it kind of makes it, I don't know, not as good as I want it to be. But on the other hand, it is definitely better than the concrete, I think. The concrete looks kind of dystopian, so I think the wood looks a little bit better. But yeah, I want to try and figure out a better way to do this. But I think it works. I think it works for now, and at least makes it look a little nicer. Though I was trying to figure out how to cover up these curves on the key. I think I might have to just do the little trick where I square off the key like we did in the other area, because this kind of doesn't work. This kind of doesn't work. We have these big empty gaps, and of course I can't rotate the wooden decal because then all the planks would face the wrong way, so I can only use them on the square. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below any suggestions or ideas. But I think at least for if I'm going to use this decal, I might just square off these corners to make it work a little bit better. But yeah, we'll keep working on this area. Though look at that, we've got a 2-star pier now. It's pretty cool. People are coming far and wide to enjoy that pier. Anyway, back over to the cliffside area near the other theme park we have in the city. This is another little taste of what we had to do in this area to make it all work. Getting all these little buildings in. There's actually a really fun portion coming up soon, I think, in the time lapse. That was a lot of fun to build. Oh yeah, this bit right here. So this is near that Coles. Actually, you can see some of the buildings I've already placed up here. That wasn't in the time lapse. I got like the fire station there. I think there's like a childcare center as well and stuff. Like I said, it's kind of funny that it's near the waste facility, but anyway. So this area here, we've got this really thin section between two roads at wildly different elevations. But I was like, let's layer some buildings here. We've got the basketball court there, and we've got this sort of fish and chip shop on top of this other building that's on the lower portion. I don't know. As hard as it is kind of to build in these cliff areas, I think it can produce some really cool looking spaces. And once you see the final product with all the trees and stuff too, and people using it and walking around, like I think it's really fun. So we have one of the high schools across the road there as well, I think. Next to those other basketball courts. So there's a lot of stuff in this area, mostly because, like I said, we couldn't have any residential in this area because there's poison ground, basically. The ground is filled with trash. So people don't want to live here because they just get sick. I love this little space. This space is so bizarre at how steep it is. This little one-way road on the lower section. But it's so cool. It's so cool. I had so much fun with it. I'm so proud of it. Just sort of rotating the buildings to fit it in. At first, it's kind of like, I was like, should I line it up with the road? I was like, no, I think we should keep all the buildings at 90-degree angles and just sort of have them at different setbacks from the curved road. Because otherwise, it definitely looks better this way than having them curve with the road. Now here, I'm building a brand new road that connects directly to the port. So if you remember a while ago, I'm not sure what episode it was, maybe 10 episodes ago, episode 17 is my guess. We built that national park and this really awesome cliffside road. So I'm doing a similar road here. Basically, this joins up to that road. And I don't know if we'll get a good look in the time lapse here, but this connects all the way through to the other one and essentially provides an alternate route for the cargo to get through the city. And it actually works really well. Doesn't create a huge amount of extra traffic problems anywhere. It just provides another route and better connectivity throughout the city. So, because at the moment from the port has great connection, but there's no easy way to get from the port to the San Francisco-y area of the city. Like there was no quick way to get there other than driving through the suburbs, which is not ideal for heavy trucks and industry to be using. And you can see actually on the left of the screen there, you can see it's in use already. A lot of them going through there. Now this big hill next to the, as you can see, the San Francisco area and the, I don't know, the other high density area of the city near the stadiums and all that. We got this huge hill. It was too big. It was basically unusable because of how big it was. But of course we keep the hill, but I'm just lowering it down a little bit so it's a bit more usable. And I still think it looks really good. And essentially I'm covering this with houses. We're developing this. This is turning into a big development for expansion and industrialization. No, not industrializing it, but we're just developing it into more neighborhoods, more of the sort of San Francisco style neighborhood. And yeah, you can get a kind of good look at that lower road now on the bottom of the screen there on the right. I think it looks really good. We've got all the rocks there. It sort of goes along the cliff. I think it's really fun. And it's sort of, yeah, it's similar to the other one. So it sort of joins up through the beach to the other one. And there's also another, I did a little, well, I'll give you a better look when we jump into the game, but I sort of created another route through the city to the other highway as well. Yeah, so I'm just filling in this area because if you remember when we originally built this area, the San Francisco inspired area, we didn't actually have this tile of the map. So that's why it kind of just ends there and doesn't go any further. Because we just didn't have the map. So it always had this weird right angle ending point. But now we can finally finish off this area and actually make it look like part of the city. And I think that is kind of one of the nice bits that we've been doing the last couple episodes is filling in these weird blank spots that we've had, either because, you know, the map ended there or we just hadn't got around to filling it up yet. And I think getting in this area and actually doing it is so nice. And it just fills it all out, makes it all come alive. And there's actually people using it. And so this is one of the parts as well, by the way, where, you know, I placed those houses and then I had to individually adjust all of them to fit properly. So I just kind of cut that bit out because it's kind of tedious to watch and also do. But they're all sort of adjusted properly to the road so they fit nicely. And then I'm doing a few more grids here. I didn't want to do the exact same grid like direction. So that's why we've sort of gone on diagonal here to mix it up. Because yeah, also between that sort of, I guess, newer high density area near the stadiums and the San Francisco area, there wasn't really anything going on there. Like we had the big hill and a couple of roads, but there was nothing there. So I think it's nice to finally join it up and actually have something happening between these two spaces. I'm trying to create consistent size grids at least as well to sort of match in with the other area. I believe I measured how long and wide the grids were in the area we'd already built. So it at least matches up in that sense as well. Because we're doing the different angle, but obviously I still want it to look like that sort of San Francisco inspired area. By using the same size grids, I think that helps a lot. Obviously not all of it's going to be the same because we sort of have to join it diagonally to the other part of the grid and we have to join it up to the rest of the city. Now I'm also using all these really tiny thin roads. Not all of them stay this small because, you know, I also just built it because I wanted to see how it was going to work. But then once it's built, we kind of see which roads that the citizens want to use to get through and which become like the main route and all that. And once I saw that and once I saw a clear path that made sense, I think I made one sort of main wider road through the area as well. And this also connects up to that new cliffside road we built down the bottom. So there is a little bit of traffic going that way, not a huge amount, but it does provide, again, another way for like cargo and deliveries to get through the city in an accessible way. And I'm actually kind of surprised how well that port works. Like, honestly, I expected we have a lot more problems than we do. I don't know if I'm jinxing it at this point in time by saying that, and it will get worse and worse and worse, but it's surprisingly working very well. I will have another look at it today because I actually made a couple of changes, mostly because there was a couple of things I missed that I needed to add in. So I'll show you that once we get over there and into the game. But yeah, surprisingly, it works really well. And we don't have a standstill part of traffic in the city. I mean, the worst traffic in the city is that main road in the original section in the suburbs where it comes directly off the highway, because that is like the only highway connection to our city or like through our city. So once we unlock today the rest of the map, I really want to build a new highway connection that bypasses the suburbs, because it is ridiculous that all the traffic has to go through there. So it'll be nice to build that alternate route soon. Now, as we're moving down this hill and transitioning into the high density newer area, you saw I was using more of those sort of larger townhouses rather than the individual family homes like these ones, because I figured we have to transition at some point from these painted lady houses into the larger apartment and modern apartment blocks on the other side of this hill. So down the bottom here, you can see I'm using these bigger apartment blocks, not necessarily super modern ones, but that I think helps the transition from one area to the next. And I think it works pretty well. Now in here, we also did, well, very quickly, I put an apartment block similarly in the hill, in the cliff, trying to blend it all in. There's a lot of cliff blended buildings and a lot of buildings that are overlapped. And again, we'll have a look because there is so much. I did so much, a lot of building over the last week. I'm not sure, when was the last episode? Probably a week ago at this point. Yeah, just a lot of that time was me spent building, placing houses, getting it all to work, and getting as much population as possible. The problem is, like I said earlier, all these little houses really only have one household in it, which will be like a couple citizens, maybe 1, 2, 3 if you're lucky citizens. So they don't help massively, but it looks good. So it's kind of got to mix it up between the high density and the houses. I also use some of those little Sydney townhouses that we haven't used in a while. We used it in the other part of the city, but I brought them back over here because they're small and they fit well. But I don't know if they stand out a little bit too much because they are very bright in color compared to the way more dull colored San Francisco styled homes. So I don't know. I might change those, but they do fit nicely. So it's kind of a toss up. We'll see how we go. But that is it for the time lapse. I know it doesn't seem like it should be done yet because I'm still doing a bunch of stuff. But like I said, there's a lot more that I did that was cut out. Let's go into the game. Let's have a look at everything now and get our population to 65,000. All right, welcome back from the time lapse. Here is the pier all covered in wood. Like I said, I think it looks better than the concrete. It's definitely not perfect. And ignore the fact that there's still all this flooring here and there's no other I haven't done any other detailing. Purely just look at the planks. I think, I'm not sure I'm set on it, or if there's a better one on the workshop. I'm sure there's got to be more than one, but I could only really find this one. So please do let me know. But yeah, I think it definitely looks better than the concrete. So anyway, there's that. That was the first little thing. Now over in the port, let's have a look at this. This is the next, I guess, least interesting thing. There's a lot. There's so much to see. No, this is interesting. This is cool. Actually, one thing I did do is that wasn't in the time lapse at all. Is I actually went around and did a lot more lane markings and custom intersection stuff around the place, like all over the city. So I don't know. If you see a different intersection, I probably tweaked it. All right. So the first major change is basically because we have so much traffic coming and going, and we only have the 2 lanes going up, 2 lanes coming down, or at least up to this intersection. Having them turn right and cut in front of these guys was creating a huge problem. So I actually added a lane that you go forward, come around over the top and come back down this way. And that actually works really well. And I think it actually connects to this road so neatly. Like, I mean, look how this is all lined up. I was actually surprised how well that lined up. So yeah, we got that to turn right because just turning right here didn't work. And then I also noticed once I built this new area up here, we had a bunch of trucks coming up here and like turning around and coming back. And I was like, what is going on? And the problem was from this port or this port, or anywhere over these 2 sides, you couldn't get down over here or to any of these warehouses, especially because I have like 20 different warehouses down here. They couldn't get there at all. So I added this little lane here that will turn back around underneath and joins up to this side. So that means you can traverse between this whole area, get around everywhere you need to within the port without having to leave. Because the problem was that I had to leave the port, U-turn and come back, which was kind of ridiculous. So we fixed that now. And that's the kind of two major changes to the port area. We got the mail sorting facility, which I think we did last time. People are suggesting we actually add a mail or a post office somewhere here too, because I think we still have these guys complaining about not enough services. We also don't have any public transport down here, which, I mean, I guess we could add a bus line. There was a suggestion to continue the tram. I really don't want the tram coming down here because, number one, I'd have to completely, I don't even know where, I guess the tram could come off the road, maybe down here, but there's not really room for it, and I think it would look really messy really quickly. And it would have to be separate from the road because there's just too much traffic on the road to have the trams, I think, on the road. And yeah, anyway, we're not going to do trams. I think buses will work because I need to add buses basically to this whole new area. So this whole section up here is all brand new because this used to just be a hill. There used to be nothing in between this section here. Like this retaining wall was it, and then there was a hill. So all this up here, we'll have a closer look. Let me jump in here. A lot of cliff stuff going on here. I really tried to make it look pretty decent. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, there's definitely still more detailing to be done and add things more here and there. I was just trying to get the numbers of population up. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, we need to do stuff in here somewhere. I don't know. I mean, maybe today we'll add some more apartments there because we need more people. we need way more people still. And then, of course, we have the new cliff road here, which joins to the port. So this road actually travels along. It's sort of, so this is the one we used to have that joins to this little single bridge over here and the park and all that. So that comes down there. That sort of merges into this beach area down the bottom here. And then they can continue on the cliff road around this way. So it sort of provides a way from the port, bypassing around the city to get to this side, rather than before they had to like go through this whole area just to get over here. So now they can sort of go around. And with that, there is some traffic coming down this way. Like they come down this road here and like connect through to the highway up that way. Actually, let me just, if we get some routes popped up, we'll be able to get a better look at what's going on. So you can see, yeah, we got a lot of people using this road here to get through. And likewise, a lot of people using the cliff road. If we click on this little section here from where the port is, actually, let's click on the toll booth. The toll booth of the port is a really good way to see where industrial traffic is going. So you can see, obviously, a lot of them use the existing highway connection and other road connection, but there's a lot of them that come out this way and go across either this bridge or this lower bridge here, and then they all use this road. This is the road I was talking about from our original section of the city. It is just so busy. I mean, it's always been this busy because that used to be the only connection we had until we eventually were able to get this other connection built in. But today, oh my gosh, we're down to 60,000. What is going on? Like, let's have a look at this. Look at my population. We peaked at 62,300. And we're trickling down. We just need to go boop, 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 and we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, so then that's that road. That made a lot of traffic over there. The traffic is actually not that bad though, which is great. Somehow. I don't know how it happened, but it did. Yeah, so all this area up here is new. And then this whole area over here next to the theme park is all new as well. So we've developed this whole section up here. There's a bunch of services around here. Yeah, that's so funny. The Child Health Center is next to the waste facility, which the reason there's no houses there is because it's polluted. So anywhere there's brown touches, there's no residential because they just get sick. So we put the Child Health Center there instead. You know, that makes sense. And a few office blocks, and we have I think this is high school there. It's kind of funny, you know, but it works anyway. Whatever, it's fine. This area here, I love this cliff. You know, it looks like a normal road from this side. If you look at it from the other side, it's like really thin, but there's like all these buildings down the bottom too. I think it looks so cool. I'm so happy with that. Yeah, we've got a lot of cliff builds going on around here. Big apartment blocks as well. Trying to fit as many people in as we can all through this area. It's all developed. Lots of apartments, housing. Yeah, so all of this also needs public transport because I think we've got the trams over here, or the cable cars, but there's nothing on this side. So if we have a look at public transport, yeah, there's nothing here. There's a lot of people living there. There's also nothing in any of this area over here either. So we need to do that. But mainly we need more people. We need way more people. We don't have huge demand right now, which is kind of a problem. We need more commercial and such. I think, what if we just zone a bit of commercial? Do you reckon that would help? Like we could probably get some commercial here at the back of the port. I guess we could potentially, if we move this parking lot over here, have this section expanded a bit, because this is just dead space. I do like the buffer between the port and the rest of the city though, but I don't think it needs to be this big. I think we can fit some commercial back here, which actually would be good because it's behind these toll booths, so you'd have to pay to get there. We could actually, let's get some commercial along this section here too, on this road. So I'm doing commercial because we need commercial for more people to move in, is the thing. Get rid of some of these. I think along here somewhere. I wonder if I just zone it, because sometimes zoning works better. Might be a bad idea though. Let's see what we get. I'm just gonna zone this, and if it's really ugly, we'll change it. Let's see what this pops up, and also how much it actually solves our little commercial demand here. I feel like this is a good place for more commercial. You know, over this side, we've got like this sort of nightclub area and all that, which, by the way, not even enough customers. I guess it's tourism. We probably need more tourists in the city. Once we get the airport, that'll probably help a lot. Is this just gonna look really ugly with these buildings here? I mean, to be honest, I don't hate it. I don't hate these buildings. Whoops. I'm actually gonna just make these historical so they don't change. I don't want like skyscrapers here is a thing. That's all right. This little one's all right, I guess. That's okay too, a little octopus building. This one, maybe. I think it'll also look good when we, well, look better. I don't know if I say good, but better when we have more stuff going on here too. This should also just get more people here, because when there's no games on, this whole area is dead, which kind of makes sense. That's kind of how it works in real life too, especially at the stadiums. But if we get some more stuff here, maybe we can attract more people down here. All right, let's do like a manual. Let's do a manual building here. Do a Best Buy. Why would there be a Best Buy down here? That doesn't make any sense. Actually a wall. You know what? A Walmart over here by the port makes so much sense, because then they could get like their deliveries. Like we have the Walmart back here, have this big parking lot next to it. Oh, that's a good idea. How many Walmarts do we have? I feel like I got a few, right? We got this. Wait, hang on. Did I have one over here? Yeah, we've got this Walmart over here. So maybe I'll use the other one. Wait, hang on, which one is that? Is it this one? Yeah. I use this one. Wait, that's like the same. I'm confused. What's the difference? Walmart 2015. Walmart. Which one's this? Walmart. Wait, this is a completely different one. And then there's Wal-Mart. Okay, well this one's bigger anyway, so let's use this one. I think this is a good port building. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's just move this parking lot. I think we'll put it this way. And then this road, oh, hang on, how big is this? That's pretty good. All right, let me just place this like here somewhere, and then we'll just slide it back. Go like here, yeah, that's the stuff. And this parking lot can go like here, maybe. It's like right next to it. Also provides parking for all this area, which is great. And then we will remove a bunch of the trees inside the building. There we are. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't really have to do the curved parking lot, but I thought that looked pretty sweet. So yeah, that's good. And then I think around the back, I think this road probably should, because we got you can see like the truck loading bays at the back here. So I think if we just have this sort of, at least visually look like it joins to the building at the back, that'd be pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do, let's grab our little no crossing option. So that'll go there. We've got the post sorting facility here. That comes up the back to this Walmart area, which I think somehow I stumbled upon a great idea. Oh, these pipes are so bad. I'm sorry. And then I was thinking we just get some more stuff going on down here too. Like we just start, you know, leveling up this area. You know what? I'm gonna make this road bigger now that we have like the Walmart and commercial down here. I think I'll just go for like a regular schmegular road. Yes, that's fine. It's like that. Then I'll just move everything back a little bit. So I'll just move this back over there. These are, I think, okay. They overlap the road a little bit, the footprint, but like it doesn't actually overlap the road, except for maybe this one. There a little bit, but it's fine. Now the bus stop, I guess we could do, all right, we've got a lot of people walking to Walmart, I think. Which, wait, where are they coming from the tram? Maybe we need to extend the tram line, actually. Okay, you know what? This as a parking section, that's no. That's just no. What we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this road, continue it down here. We're gonna have more trams coming down. So I'm gonna have this come off to the side. Yep. And then have this just go here. Now, actually, I am supposed to be getting the population up. I feel like I'm not great at sticking to tasks sometimes. Like, I am, but it's going to take a while with what I'm doing right now. So I think in just a minute's time, we're going to have to refocus and just put down a bunch of residential to get that number up. Okay, I'm going to do this for now. I know it's really ugly, but just bear with me. So the purple line is going to go, I guess it will stop there actually after going to Walmart. So we're going to stop at Walmart first, and then it comes back and stops there, just because of the way it stops over there. That's fine. And then the red line after stopping at the stadium will stop here. So they both now go down there, and they'll stop in this section, which is great. And the bus also stops there too. And I'll make that look better later. But yeah, I think this is a good little basis area for more commercial, little commercial hub. I think maybe more stuff around here. I want to put some stuff around that too. But I was hoping that would also take care of more of the commercial demand. Also, what the heck is this? Okay, some of these are gotta go. This one's okay. I think, I don't hate this one. Can we make it lighter a little bit? No, a little bit. All right, this one's gotta go, sorry. What's going on down here? It's really dark is the only thing. I don't really like how dark that one is. But it's okay, we'll leave those. Okay, that's cool. I actually really like that Walmart there. Now, more high density. I think we kind of probably need to expand. We need to do more here anyway. I didn't really want to do more high density just over this way, but I guess it makes sense. We will do some suburbs and stuff over here, but I think we do need to have more high density, at least in this section. Number one, because we need more population. Number two, because it kind of makes sense with this huge shopping district here and all that. We could probably get another train station just down here somewhere too. Which, annoyingly, why did I use this side for the train station? Is there a reason I did that? I guess it's just the way the tracks line up. I don't know. I might do a connection between these tracks so I can use the other side too. That just means I can put a train station on this side instead of the other side. Okay, because I think a train station here somewhere would be really good, really handy. Now this light rail that we got here, I definitely think we can just continue extending this line probably further this way. I don't know how much further we should go. Maybe it should end somewhere here. Actually, maybe what we should do is have a train station. You know what? Okay, I'm getting carried away. I do want a train station. I do. And I do want the trams to maybe, I think, end at the train station down here. But we also have to keep in mind, I'm trying to get population. So that's something I feel like I keep just skirting around here. So I'm going to go here and then like this. And then we'll figure out the rest later. Well, actually, no. No, we need to build a train station because otherwise I don't know where it's going to go. So let's build the train station. All right, train station is going to go here somewhere. It's going to be, do we want to bypass? We just did a little one before. I guess we don't need it to be a bypass. I guess we could do like a multi-platform station kind of thing. Maybe something like that. Probably needs to be further along. How far along can we go? Like there? Like, will that be enough room for the tracks to like ascend smoothly without being too steep? 2.5%. I mean, it's probably a little bit more than it should be, but all right, let's do that. And then I guess this probably should be the same height. All right, and then we'll figure out, I guess, this road and all that a little bit later and how this tram ends and what it does, because at least we have the room for it, I guess, right? I'm gonna remove all these trees because they're kind of in the way. All right, so we want to do more high density, right? So I'm gonna use the same roads that we're using over here. I'm gonna go, well, actually, let's pick the best building is like this one, because you get 125 households in it. It's really epic. I think the smaller one is still like, this is 100 households right here. That's also really good. So I think we just need to do like these. Oh, I thought it would like be zoned at least a little bit. Okay, never mind. Do I not have any zoning on this road? Oh, no, I do. It just didn't show up. All right, so it is, which set of buildings? Like this set of buildings, I think are the good ones, right? 100 households. Boom, look at that. That's beautiful. So how many of these do we need to achieve? I don't think I really want to go too tall here. Yeah, how many of these do we need to achieve our goal? I want to do this one sideways, I think, and have like a little road coming down here. Like this. Because we need to like, This could be like a modern development maybe. Where they've just crammed a bunch of buildings in. 66 households, not as good as that one, but still pretty good. So this, I'm just going to adjust the road now that we know where that building is. Actually, maybe what we should do, hang on, I got an idea. Let's go tram. Could we have our tram like somehow just turn around here? Or maybe just here. Actually, let's do it at the end here. Okay, then we have the road just here. And then that counts as connection to the road because it's close enough. And then we'll do like a crossing here. And that should, in theory, allow people to walk through. I mean, we'll see how that all works, but whatever. And then this will come straight down and they join just at that point. So I'm just going to rebuild this section to, I didn't quite intersect that properly, so I'll just extend it. Then join them like this. Bulldoze that. And then this will come along here, which will block technically all the zoning, but we should still be able to put buildings there. Whether that looks nice is another question. Now, can we just do that? Yeah. And then this, we just change that bit into this. And then I hopefully play with the node tool until it somehow works. Oh, it's close. Oh, yeah, there we go. So then cars keep going that way. And then trams go that way. Cool. And then if we do some like lines, maybe. So then hopefully drivers know to go there and here, right? Drivers are not too dumb, right guys? Now, I would like to get a little road here, because then we might actually be able to get another building behind this one as well. So we're going to try to do that, which actually I think works pretty well, surprisingly. Whoops, no. Back that way, there we go, yeah. Oops, no. Oh, and then we could probably do a pathway here to connect that. Oh yeah, this is like high density dystopia, all the same building. Don't worry, I'm gonna use other buildings too, but I just kind of wanted this to look like a specific development designed to cram people into the city, which unfortunately is what real cities sometimes do, and real developers do, so, you know, we're representing that. And we're gonna get it right along the train line here. Okay, let's try to get a building that looks different. 3 deep is kind of what we want, so it's filtered by 3 deep. So we could do something like this. I don't think these hold that many people though. Let's have a look. 20 households. It's all right. I don't know if that fits that well there. Like the terrain looked a little messy. We definitely need a more modern looking building. That's definitely supposed to have something underneath it. Okay, I don't really have any modern ones except for this one, so I guess I could just do this. Or we can try 4. Maybe there is a 4 one that kind of fits. Yeah, this will fit if I just slide it forward a bit. Like it's really close to the rail line, but I also kind of like that about it. We'll put like a fence there as well or something. All right, so that's it. I think that has like 20 households, so that's pretty good. And then, oh, should we get another tall one in here? It's slightly different looking ones. Only 24 households in this one. I say only, it's quite a lot, but not compared to some of the other buildings. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the area. And then I think we'll start doing like we'll have the tall buildings maybe here in this section, and then maybe gradually go a bit lower. I don't know how loud that's gonna be. I don't know if it's as loud as the other one, like the other ones we have. I mean, train stations are always loud, which is annoying. Maybe we just do some offices around it. We need one more building in here. Maybe we can get like a 2x4 kind of building, maybe. Is that a thing? Like a really old looking building. Maybe one old school building in here. There you go. That's got 5 households in it, but that's all right. Okay, let's get a fence on this because that should probably be fenced off. Well, I think we use a forestry fence because it's just like a nice wooden one. So I'm gonna go parallel tool from I guess here down to there. And we'll move it maybe a smidge closer, basically as close as we can now. Is it Alt? Control for 0.1. Yeah, there we go. So just control it. Right there, right on the edge. There you go. I guess I probably should have kept building it, but we'll go there for now. All right, let's let that roll. Now, actually, this tram line, we should probably add some stops to it. So the last stops are there. I guess we'll do... Well, it only probably needs one more stop, like by this train station, to be honest, because... Why would we stop just here when there's one right there? All right, let's get the plumbing and the power down this way too, because this is a little rough at the moment. Now, I still think we need more commercial, so I might actually just zone some commercial here. Because I do think that's... What is going on here? Is this a traffic light? Oh no, someone's parking there. No, we're not parking here. Not on these. Also, we're not having crossings here either. That is ridiculous. Or on the roundabout. You're not coming up this way. I'm sorry. No crossing. You may be there. That's fine, but not up there. Let's do a new district just here as well. For this side of the... all that. Because then we can see how much we got going on here. So this is going to be a district here. Birch Heights currently has 600 people in it. Pretty good for just that. Like, that's actually really good for just that. Because Crescent Hills is 6,000, so that's like 10 times just this. All right, so if we're doing a commercial district, probably... I don't want to do a big road, to be honest. Let's just do... well, I want to do a high-density road, like this 4-lane road. I'm going to go opposite that pathway. And come in here. This is going to be the main route in. And then let's just try to do a really basic grid to try and just zone, at least somewhat neatly. How much do I want to do? I don't really want to do too much. Maybe to this point, and then we'll figure out what we do there. We also probably need some more offices as well, I think. So maybe we can do some offices in this area too. I'm gonna have that road go there, but not join. And I think I might do, wait, is this? Yeah, that's far enough. Do the same there. I think they can walk through without me having to do anything extra. Get rid of that bit. It's gonna do this for now. And then obviously we'll, you know, blend it in with more roads. I just want to make it really just basic grid so it's super easy to zone. So the buildings hopefully don't look too terrible, the automatically generated ones. But you can see how much demand there is because that's sort of filled in almost immediately. So we definitely have demand for it. Get rid of some of those trees there. Oh yeah, those are filling in quick. All right, that is actually helping our demand now. Maybe I'll do some like offices here so then we have some sort of buffer between, oh my gosh. Why does it insist on putting these buildings in? It doesn't, if you don't put the matching corner here, I'm gonna be so mad. This is why it's, why would I want to zone commercial when you end up with these buildings that don't, oh my, what is this? Why? Damn Murphys. But like, it looks so bad. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You can't zone. Is this just because I have mods and see, actually that's fine. Look at that. Look, okay, here we go. I'm going to say historical, 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 and then I guess we'll just have to change that one. I probably don't want those same buildings right there, but whatever. Anyway, we'll let that do its thing. Look at that. Demand is gone. That's actually really good because that should hopefully help our population. Let's get offices. I'm going to do it here somewhere. Should we do... we could turn this into an intersection as well. Like it already is an intersection, but it only goes the other way at the moment. Like we could have another road here. Or maybe just here. Hang on, let me go... let's do that, and then we'll have one right there. Those trees. All right, we need to mix up this grid a little bit, which is definitely risky when zoning. But I might, like I do with other stuff, I might just come back through here and then readjust the zone later. Like that's gonna be a nightmare. And I think this will maybe transition into suburbs and then edge of city somewhere here. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do it, but we'll figure it out. I think for like we'll have, oh yeah, I actually really want to do the zoo here. I think that was a good idea. Probably have maybe a little bit of outskirt suburbs here, maybe some more of this, but not as dense as that. And then it should hopefully transition nicely into the industrial. This side is going to be a little bit harder because we've got so much high density right here. And we're going to zone in some offices. I don't know what this is going to look like. Let's have a look at the zoning adjuster. If I, yeah, do that, that'll be better. Get rid of the side zone on that one and on this one. And let's get rid of zoning on this main road because I don't want stuff there. Then hopefully these actually might fill in okay. Let's see how much demand that fulfills, just doing that little bit before I zone more. And let's get rid of these trees too. We'll go back and add trees later. I think from a distance, oh wait, they actually did it. You geniuses! The game did it! Alright, I've made all 4 of those historical, so they won't change. This block is actually not too bad either. I might just go through and set most of these as historical. Which, oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just assuming you guys know what it means, but if we set it as historical, they won't ever change. Like, they'll upgrade in level, but the building itself, the look of it won't change. Which is nice, so when you get what you want, you can just set it. We'll do that. Because it actually doesn't look too bad from a distance anyway. All right, so that's helping our industrial demand now, getting some offices over here. And I think it works with the sort of shopping center district, all these sort of commercial and office blocks and stuff. Like, I think the look of it looks pretty good. Now, transport-wise, we do actually have a bus that goes here, which is actually kind of handy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the bus line to probably actually go into this area rather than go around this highway roundabout. So we're going to go, it's going to come, yeah, it stops there, that's good. Comes across, let's stop probably in here rather than anywhere else. And we'll come to there. Then instead of stopping there, it'll be here. So it does like a little loop around there, but it's still pretty connected to this other bus line, which is just over the other side. So you can still transfer between those two, so that's good. I think that makes a bit more sense, actually. Now that we have this area anyway. All right, actually, before any of these level up as well, I'm going to set... Because I don't want skyscrapers here, that's the thing. I could do the district policy. I don't know if that... Sometimes that doesn't help, though. So, I don't know. Most of these I'm okay with. And again, I might come through and just change all this anyway. All right, where are we at? We're getting more people now, I think, because there's actually, you know, demand going on here. I think we need to do some more apartments probably along this section. Now, sound-wise, this says it's loud, but I don't think it's going to make noise until we actually put a train there. But I don't know if I want to build any closer than here, maybe, for a residential. Otherwise, they're just going to complain. How many people are in this? 44? That's pretty good. This one, I'm going to... Actually, can I overlap this with the tram line? Like, it might actually... I don't think it quite works. Like, if the trees were... Like, because then these things get in the way. Like, it nearly works, but we're going to have it on this side. It's all right. Yeah, let's just slide it back this way a bit. It doesn't hit the train line. We sort of nearly join there, but I think that's okay. Like, they're not too close. Train line is a little close, but we'll just move it a smidge. Now, obviously, I think this is supposed to probably join itself, but I think if we just put trees and stuff there, it might look all right. I think it'll be okay. We'll just leave it like that for now. How's that going? 25 households, 52 out of 66. 80 out of 100, so there's still room in these, is the thing. And if we fulfill more demand of the other stuff, it will... You know what, this actually, I'm surprised that I don't mind the look of that in this area anyway. But again, I don't want to go high density too much further this way, so... Can we get high density commercials somewhere else to get demand fulfilled more? I mean, maybe we could do a little bit here, or... That's the problem, we just don't have room. We just kind of filled all this space. So as we could try doing a bit more down here. Maybe have like a section here somewhere. If we get rid of all these props right here, because they're right in the way. And then obviously I'm not going to build on this side, the beach side, because I think that won't work, but maybe we can zone in some more commercial in this area. That. No zoning on this road, please. I'm just going to get rid of these and we'll redo these in a second. I'm going to make sure we keep this area pretty walkable because we are around the stadiums and I want this space to be as accessible as possible, especially with all the public transport, so that's why I'm making sure that that's still there. All right, let's just zone this and let's see. Let's just see what happens. It's a bit of a gamble, but we'll see what appears here. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. I can't wait to redo this. Now, I'm just hoping by doing this commercial that that will push the residential demand. Because the thing is, most of these buildings, when you click around, still have room in them. So they're not completely full. Like, look at that. Look how many households are available here. So by creating more of the demand fulfillment, we might be getting somewhere. I might do some down here in the port, actually, too. I'm going to remove zoning off of this road here because I don't really want them on this road anyway. You can have some buildings on this road. There's not a lot of room down here. I mean, there is, but not for zoning, so I kind of might have to do it myself. Like, I could probably place this, and if I just move it like here, still technically near the road, they should be able to use it. Like, what's this? 16 workers at that. That's pretty good. Nice commercial. These, oh yeah, still need more services. Let's get a post office down here because that was a good suggestion. Because for some reason, we get so much dang post by the by the ships. Let's go post office. Where can we put it? It's so random having a post office down here. Got the sorting facility here, so I guess it should probably be near that, right? Can we fit it here? Doesn't quite fit. About here. Hang on. Might be able to fit like right here. These guys really want services too. Can we get like high density here? What does this look like if we fill this little 2x2 space? Because we actually have a lot of commercial demand at the moment. Maybe they need some death care services down here. That's what they don't have. But I mean, I don't really want to put a cemetery or a crematorium in the port. Is like here close enough somewhere? Like, not really. Has to be like right here. I guess you could, whoops. I guess we could put one here. It's kind of a bit random. I mean, there's a park here, so it's kind of like in the park. It's kind of nice. Maybe put it like on this road. You know, it's not bad. It's probably always good to have more death care in the city anyway. It's a bit, look, it's a bit random, but if it makes these guys happy. Oh yeah, look at this commercial. Heck yeah. The squid shops, we've got plenty of them. How's this commercial district going, by the way? Oh, you know what I actually did notice? We need to spend an episode again doing more university stuff, because I know we prepared for it. We're going to do stuff up here. We do need to work on this because our university capacity is quite low compared to how many people want to go to university. So if we have a look, hang on here, eligible 12,900, and we only have a capacity of 2,900. Maybe I should just put a university building in, at least for now, because that might actually spur some, yeah, this is a university building, it's quite nice too. Might spur some more citizens in the area. Should we get it, like around this area could be good somewhere. On the new space, we got a train station and a tram down here. I don't really want it on the beach. Like I'm thinking we could, what does it look like here? I mean, it makes other people happy. It looks pretty nice too, to be honest. I don't know if it'll stay here, but I'm just gonna put it here for now, okay? Get rid of all those props inside of it too. I don't hate it there, to be honest. Like, I think it could work. I mean, this area actually looks kind of nice, like and leafy. I kind of think I do need to add another tram stop around here now. I also want to say we don't need like 50,000 crossings right here. I'm gonna remove that one. I'm gonna remove that one. So then the crossing is here. And then also I think they can cross, yeah, here and here anyway. They can cross here somewhere. I might just... Crossing is there, I think. Oh, God. I don't like that as a crossing. I'm going to say that's not a crossing. That's a no. But I could probably just add one here. Instead of doing it like on the road, I'm just going to actually hide a pathway underneath here. Just have it go like that. Because then they'll just walk like, and come across. So we'll be fine. All right, I was adding a tram stop here. It's pretty close to the other two. Like there's one there and there's two right there. I might actually... What I'll do, I'm gonna say stop here, stop there. No, I was gonna move those, but then those are right there too. It's all right, they're all pretty close together. I think it's all right, because there's so many people in the area, I think it's all right. And because, you know, you'd have to cross this major road just to get to the stop, which is probably annoying, so having it here is probably more convenient. And there's a lot of people in the area. How many people do we have in Birch Heights? We have 1,100 people in Birch Heights, which, mind you, is just these buildings. It's pretty cool how many we've got. Uh-oh, you need some water. All right, guys. All right, and that should also help now. There'll probably be a lot of people coming to this area now, which means, you know what, we should probably get some more commercial. I reckon commercial right here would be good too. It was right next to that, but I think that's a good spot for some commercial. Definitely here somewhere. Let's go here. I think we can zone a little bit further out to the beach. A road here as well, so that connects near the train station. I should probably actually set up the train line too, hey. I'm gonna, instead of deleting these, just move these this side. And we're gonna move the sand, I think, just to give us a bit more space over here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change this to a parking lot road because it's on the beach, I feel like we could probably add some stuff here and have like parking just here. Like I think it'd be kind of cool, you know? So what I do need to do is to move a little further back so we can fit the zoning. Ooh, just, yeah. So now we can fit 4 size zoning on both sides, which is great. And then this can all be parking, which I'll figure out in a minute. So what I'm gonna do, what if we do a bunch of commercial there and then do some offices just as a buffer? It's gonna probably look pretty ugly, but let's try it. And then let's just get more, I guess, more residential. I mean, to be honest, like, let's just see how we go. You know, actually right here, I think I know what I want to put there. I love these little townhouses, and I kind of feel like they're almost beachy too. With like grass roofs. And I think they have a good density, right? Yeah, there's like 4 households in each of these, which is pretty good. So they're not as low density as like regular housing. And do a few more just on the edge there and slide them a little closer to that road. Wow, those are some ugly commercial buildings. Good lord. Yeah, might need a little finessing to make it look better, but I think the idea is there anyway. And actually, speaking of idea, I need to make sure we have accessibility through this area for sure. From the train station, easily get across, you know. My color was reset on this for some reason. Oh, you guys have no water either. Sorry, guys. All right, what are services like out here? Not great. Not really any death care. Not much medical. What's the sound like out here, actually? Not too bad. You know, it's bad there, though. All right, where's that train, by the way? Let's extend that. So the train, oops, is going to head down to here. And, of course, it will stop both directions just there. Cool. All right, so that should also give them another connection down here to get over to the city and all the way through. All right, how are we going? We've got 61, nearly 62. I feel like we're so close. Maybe a few more buildings around here. Like we could probably get some more apartments, probably. As a transition between the houses and all that. I'll fix the trees in a bit. How many of these have? 24? That's pretty good. Over here looks like a prime... Actually, you know what we can get rid of is this power line. I don't think that's needed anymore. That's like a vestigial power line. Could we get one of the big buildings here with 125 households? Because, I mean... I feel like it could fit into this area. Also, these roads kind of just stop. We really need to get on to building something here. Can this fit inside the warehouse? Oh, it's got trees on the outside. I was gonna say, because it could look kind of cool. Oh, actually, you know what? That kind of looks cool. Even with the trees there. Like, they kind of look like you could be together. So this has 125 households. And the warehouse has like 20, I think. Alright, we need to do more apartments. It's time. We're going to do it over this side as well. We've got room still here. We've got to use every little nook and cranny, okay? We're going to get this one at the back here. And then we'll have a little road coming to it like we did before. Can this actually fit like in here? I think it can. To be honest, that's actually kind of cool. I like how like close together that is. Oh, can we fit like a 2x2 in there? Wait, I reckon we probably could. Oh yeah. We're using the space to the max now. All right, I'll put another couple of buildings there. I'm going to bring this road around the back as well. Get some more buildings at the back. Can these go forward a little bit more? I'm running out of space. Oh yeah, this one's got plenty of room. I kind of like these two buildings together. I don't know if they're in the same set or not, but I feel like they work. Welcome to Dystopia, the brand new cities. Where we try and cram as many people as possible in. Okay, these are all too big. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, but I actually played around with our money troubles and we're pretty good now. So I was actually losing quite a bit of money. As you can see, well, you know, we still have millions, but you know, we were trending downward. But then, look at this. Check that out. So all I did was, because I think we had 11% tax rate, I just went up to 12% on everything. Which I think is the highest you can go without the citizens getting annoyed. So that was fine. That actually solved the problem pretty well, so there's no problems there. 62,300. Come on! We're so close. Let's have a look. Population. We're getting there. Okay, we definitely need a way to get from this side to that side, because if the rail station's over there, and we're going to have a lot of people here, we definitely need some sort of connection. So let's plan that now before we go any further with these really crap. I actually kind of really like building these close together. It's kind of cool. Where should we do it? Well, we've got a tram here, rail over here. The tram stop there and also here, so I mean, there's plenty of room here rather than it kind of gets cramped, so maybe here somewhere. All right, so just got the little bridge there. I mean, it's nothing special, but does provide that connection, which is good, so all these people can get over there. I'm not sure if they're walking here yet. I didn't really check. It's kind of hard to tell because I think it does work, but I'm just gonna put a little pathway there. Just to make sure. Okay, we probably also need to look at services now because I have been building a lot and not really doing any services. Let's get a nice big hospital here because I think, yeah, we got a few medical centers, but nothing big. So let's go big hospital right here in the middle. I think that'll make a lot of people happy. It's a nice little spot for it too. Look at this. Look at this big built up area. Definitely higher density than I thought I was going to go at this point of the city, but we need it. Anyway, that should make everyone really happy. Okay, I need to extend this little laneway road back here still. Because I actually need to fit something there. There we go. Loads of buildings. I'm not sure what this is or what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, we need a 3 wide to fit here. Kind of fun piecing these together. I mean, I suppose we could do an actual... You know what? Let's do something nice. Let's do like a park or something. It's all just buildings. It is quite awful. What about like a plaza? It's too big. And like, is there something small? Oh, I suppose I could do this, and because this road actually doesn't have to go all the way there. It's up there, I think. We have this like little plaza here. There you go, that's quite nice. Oh, come on, 62,800. Are you gonna make me just zone a bunch of stuff, game? Is that what you're gonna make me do? 63. And how many people do we have in Birch Heights? Only 1,900? I feel like I've just boosted it heaps. I guess a lot of these aren't really that full. No, we need better services here. All right, well, we got the healthcare, death care. That's rough. Okay. Let's go a little crematorium. Maybe near the hospital makes sense. Might even just actually kind of make it part of the hospital. Just so we don't waste any space. I'm just gonna like hide it in the hospital because it's just part of it. All right, that's that. That's good. Fire department's rough out here. Put that there. Now, how much does that actually cover? It does get over there. Okay, that's good. Police? Police is actually fine. Schooling? University's fine. High school is okay. Elementary school? No coverage at all. So let's get an elementary school. Actually, in the new, I'm gonna do it over here by the train station. The new DLC coming out, I think they have like a high density elementary school and a high density high school, which is gonna be awesome because it's always weird having like all these giant buildings and this tiny little school. It's like awesome. Like, thanks. They're like, these people are like, yeah, good, there's like thousands of us living here and you give us the tiniest school. All right, can we get, I reckon this is like a nice park area. Can we fit like a regular park here? Is that a thing? Playground could probably fit. Can I just do zoning on the, on this? Yeah, I can. That's handy. I think it's close enough to a road that services should be able to reach. We'll do a fence there as well in a minute. Oh yeah, look at all the people around here now. This is good. It's coming alive, guys. It's coming alive. Can we do high density? No, let's do low density. Little low density commercial there. Little shop. Just so I don't have to manually place everything. 63,200, baby. We're going up. Public transport is pretty good through here though, so that's all right. Don't need to worry about that. It is kind of creeping up without me doing anything right now, which means I think because we're like leveling stuff up, we got the services here. I think that's really helping. 2,000 people. Actually, can we do some policies to encourage more people to move in? Tax relief. Yeah, lower taxes. Just want more people. Maybe better parks and better education in good old Birch Heights. Oh, we need a... I was looking at the policies. We need a post office here. That's what we need. Get it by the train station. Yeah, there you go. A post office for you guys. I'll make you happy. Oh my gosh, 63,500. It's going up, baby! Okay, I think at this point, I don't really want to do any more giant buildings. Because we really need to trickle this down into like suburbs and stuff. And so I think I might do some more of these little townhouses. I do like those. And they are technically high density still, which is great. And then well, I don't want to do the low density ones. Because they just don't have many people living in them. But yeah, using some more of these houses would be good. I guess these could be good if we just do like really small roads to fit them on. But I don't know if it really suits this area because it's definitely more sprawling here. Actually, with all of this, what has this done to my traffic, by the way? I have not been paying attention to that at all. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to do something about this road, which should be pretty easy. Honestly, probably just adding a dedicated turning lane, and maybe also having a right-hand turn when these guys aren't going forward would be fine. It's actually not that bad, to be honest. Like, it was a little bit red, but actually not too bad. More commercial. Should we just zone a little bit more? Because that's just gonna keep helping us. Look, we're nearly 64,000. We're not stopping today until we get to unlock everything, I'm telling you. Then let's zone low density here. So we get lots more commercial here. Zone some more out here too, I think, more low density. Just so we have some stuff going on here. I mean, I might have to demolish that because it's right next to the rail, but we'll see. Oh, nearly 64,000, baby! All right, is there anywhere I can just add offices? Maybe we could add offices out here. Is that a bit weird? I mean, as long as they don't get too big, because I mean, it's in an industrial park. There should be some offices. I definitely want to revamp that area anyway. There's still a bunch of room in these buildings, which is good, which means I can keep filling up by us doing other stuff rather than actually building more. Building more houses, that is. We can build other stuff and it should like attract more people. Whoa, we're getting a big building by the beach. I don't know if I really want that here, but It's all right. It's going to help us get our goal. Actually, I think we had one of those down over here too by the port area. Whoa, that is blue. We maybe not have it. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. How's Walmart going? Pretty good. 85 workers. Not bad. Ah, good. We've got the same building. I love watching this, by the way. 64,000. I just saw we hit it. We're still creeping up slowly, which is great. So it's kind of, I think it is potentially just a waiting game at this point. I mean, there might be some more services. Oh, actually, you know what we should do while we're waiting? Is, because I think we'll hit it if we just wait. I want to get a bus probably through this area and also through this area. This area is probably more important. So let's have a look. Where should we go to and from? Obviously, join the cable. I guess maybe join down to this area. Like from down here. We've got so many options here through this area to this area. So let's go from... wow, there's a lot of people down here. You know, having a bus stop would probably be better. Actually, there's a cool new little bus stop coming. Because you know how we've got these giant bus stations, which is great. There's like a little one coming that has like 4 stops, so it'll like fit probably here. So that'll be really good. Obviously right now we don't have it, but I'm just gonna build a bus line here. Okay, can I just do a new stop, please? You know, I'll go down this side. I'm gonna say we're gonna stop, because there's less over this side, so it's just maybe a bit easier. Let's stop here for now. Oh, on the wrong side of the road, hang on, sorry. Here, and we'll come up, we'll stop. We share the same bus stop as this one here. And then we're gonna head through. Where do we wanna go? No, I'm actually not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way, where the tram goes. I'll go down, hang on, where do we? So one stop there. We will share this stop, and then we'll come down here. And then we'll come up this way. Yeah, because all through here does not have any transport option. There's also a school just there, which is good. A lot of sort of service and commercial buildings around this area too. So this will be a good way to go. And there's pathways connecting up and down, which is great. So up the top there, then we're going to come down the bottom, and then this will connect up through with this cable car. Maybe there, and I guess we'll do a stop here somewhere too. And then we'll come back through this way. I kind of want to go back the same-ish way. Can we actually, hang on, go back. Where do we U-turn? Oh, we U-turn there. That's kind of weird. I guess I could turn this into a bus road here as well. Anyway, let's just go back this way. Because I want to be able to come back the same way on this. Get a good coverage. Because look how many people are walking through here. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see how many people are just walking. Because there's just no connection. Oh, why did I not stop? I should have stopped somewhere here. I might add one the other way. Here too. Alright, just adding all the same stops going backward there, and then I might actually stop here because there's like a pedestrian bridge there, so that could be a good connection to get over that side. And then we'll come up and around and hello? Complete line, there we go. Alright, let me change the color because we got a lot of colors going on here. Maybe like a red I think is not used. Hello? Oh yeah, there it goes. Oops. Oops. Go a bit, oh, not that much lighter. A little bit lighter. All right, select types. I'll do the good old I don't know why. I just really like the airport bus. Now, how many do we need? I don't know. How many people are waiting? There's quite a few popular stops. I got 7. Let's go 8. See, we'll check back in on that. All right, so that serves that area. There's sort of this middle section here too that has nothing, and also this section that has nothing. Oh my gosh, look how close we're getting now, guys. I don't know if this is the best bus line, but it does, because there's a lot of high density through here, so I think that does help. Probably be good to have something going across here too, but I'm not sure how best to fit that in. So I might have to think about that a bit more. Oh yeah, I want to do a bus going down to the port, especially now with all the commercial. So let's go from, maybe we could go through this area and come down that way. That could work, because then that will connect that up. So I guess it'll be from the same area down here, right? And then, oh my gosh, we're totally going to send a bus down Lombard Street. So we're going to go stop, where was I? Here by the train station. It's going to come down this road here. So it sort of connects through this area. Then, I guess I have to go around this way to get up the first time. I'm going to come up to this street, and we're going to come through the middle of this suburb. Because this should hopefully provide Nice connectivity. Lots of density through here too. And then it's going to head down into the port. I might stop. Oh, can we not? Wait, we can't turn left here? We can't turn. What are you talking about? Just use the left lane. What are you doing? I guess. Does that not. Hang on. Oh, that doesn't connect to that lane at all. That's why. I was like, what is going on? All right, where's that bus? All right, continue it there. Because then it sort of connects to this park too. I might do a pathway there. That'll be useful. All right, so for the port, it's kind of a bit weird. We'll stop there. Then we're going to come down over this way. Have like bus stops through the port, I guess. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that stop. We're going to turn this way first and then come back. Because then we don't have to go around that cargo loop. And then do we need one down here? Maybe? Sure, let's go down there. Then we'll do one here on the way out. And actually, I'm going to try and go a slightly different route backwards so we cover a little bit more ground. Well, didn't go that slight because I have to go right here, don't I? Then we're going to go down Lombard. Hey! I want you to go... Oh, does that not go straight across? Hang on. There, and there. Hey! Why does this not go across? Go there. And there. And there. I just want the bus to go down. Why won't I go down Lombard unless I put a stop on it? Which is a... I guess I'll put a stop on Lombard Street. Right there. And then... I just want it going down... This is going to look so bad, that bus going down that road, but we're going to do it. Oh, hang on. We can't stop there because we need to go the other way. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait. We can't just go straight here? Oh, because it... what we'll do... So at the moment it's stopping there, but I'm going to move it to here. Actually, I'll just put it here. Because then it can come back down this way and go there. Yeah. Alright, so that's the bus line. So it goes a little bit of a different way on the way up, stops there and comes back in. And goes down to the port. And then I think we probably still need some sort of connection going through this way. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so this one I just made. Go bright blue airport bus. Well, hang on. How many people are actually wanting to use this? I don't know how popular this line is. It's actually not very popular. I'm actually doing maybe a minibus then, because then that would make sense on Lombard Street. Let's do a minibus on this line. Get 10 just because it's a long line. Oh, dang it. I've got the dang airport bus on there. Hang on. I'm going to clear it out. There we go. Just a minibus. All right. We'll leave that for a while. See how that goes. How's population? We might have stalled here a little bit. Hang on, we got green space here. Zoning! We have to just get more stuff. No more parks! We need more commercial! We're so close, look at this. We go here, just for now, because still got to do something with this. We will, don't worry. Although, I do think... Well, look, it's either going to be houses or a park. I think a park might actually be nice. Have this here in the middle of the city. I think it would just probably look really nice. So if we, pretty it up a bit. Oh yeah. Whilst we're, actually, can I zone? Surely I can fit some more stuff down here. Let me just do that. Let's see what happens here. Get some more commercial, please. I don't know about this. This section might have to go. Or like some of these places, I think, yeah, they look kind of dodgy now. But I reckon if I come back in once we've hit the goal and still have the buildings there, but maybe hand pick them and design it a little bit more, it could look really good. I think there's definitely potential. I actually don't think this area that we did is that bad. I actually kind of like it. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I think it actually kind of works. Come on, look at this. We're getting more people now. Yeah, every time we add a little bit of commercial or a little bit of office space, which I think I'll do. Look at this. Look at all this space here. I know I wanted room between the port and the rest of the area, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So just adjust the road. I reckon offices here could be good. Like, look at all this space here too. I'm sorry, I just can't let this go to waste anymore. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close. Ew, what happened? How is there an extra node in there? How's that even possible? Stupid road. No, stop! Why is there an extra node? Alright, there we go. So I fixed that. Let's also, I do still want like trees and stuff. Whoa, that's too dense. Too dense. Gotta be careful because the city is becoming pretty big now. We gotta be careful not overdoing like trees and buildings and details and all that. I would like the city to keep working, so. Okay, well these look bad. I got a lot of work cut out for me after this after this episode cleaning stuff up. Wait, how did this turn out? Oh, that's pretty good. Just the little offices there. That actually is pretty good. They stay like that, which I will just make them do that because those I am happy with. There we go. We could probably get some more in maybe. At least for now. There maybe. One here. So close. Come on, baby! 64, 828. Oh, dang, it went down. Go up, up, dang you! Maybe we get some commercial on this road. Although that's supposed to be like a national park, so maybe not. Just like, because I think we still got quite a bit of demand. I think a little bit more. Maybe on this road, at least for now. Probably change it later, but let's do it. High density is maybe a lot next to these little houses, but hey, it's for the greater good, okay? 940, oh, dang it. I got so excited. We do have a little bit more space down here too. I never really finished this area off. A little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. 925. 90. Oh, 901. I thought it went up. Ah, the good old steam train. I feel like we should probably change this to a regular commuter train because this is not really a scenic route anymore. I think we will build a scenic route, but I don't think this particular stop should have the steam train anymore. 944. 969. 991. 93. Ah, 56. 65, 69, 65,000. Yeah, let's go. All right, it says we only unlocked one tile, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. Let's see. If hang on. In case it is only one tile, which tile do I want? Maybe this one. Oh, thank gosh, we can definitely get all of them. Oh, this is good, guys. We did it. We like legitimately built up the population. I guess there's no point buying an ocean tile, is there? It's kind of a waste of my money. No, I got so much money, whatever. I mean, I don't actually have to buy these. I could just click the button to unlock all. But I feel like it's satisfying just purchasing all these, isn't it? I don't know if I'm actually going to buy the very edge, because I don't think I don't really... We've built like right on the edges of cities before. And I don't... Oh my gosh, look how much space we have. I don't think I really want to. Is that the edge there? It's hard to tell, actually. Get all this though. Oh my gosh, look at this. How much is this costing me, by the way? I'm down like 2 million. Worth it. Yes, I'm gonna leave that edge. I don't know if we'll do anything there, but I'm gonna buy that one just so we have that. Because it's all just ocean there. I'm not wasting money on that. I mean, I might buy this little section because there's a bit of the highway there, which we might want to edit. So we can, you know, fiddle with the highway there. I don't think I want that. Let me have a look up the top here. Oh, we've got another row actually at the top, so I'm gonna grab that. And look, we can always buy the extra bits if we need it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, we've bought it all. Oh, look at all this. Look, the dam is actually within our... Oh my gosh, is this okay? It's within our borders now. Does this... It's not actually a building. I guess if I demolish... Oh, but if I demolish it, it's just gonna flood everywhere. If I demolish it and rebuild it, then it's technically mine, I guess, right? Look at all this. Look at all this room. Well, guys, what do we do next? I mean, I guess... Number one job, I probably do have to do a little bit of cleanup. Hey, you don't even have water. We did a few messy builds. Like, I don't know about this. I want to make... I feel like I do want commercial here, but I want it to look nicer than that. I actually don't mind that area. That's pretty good. This needs a little bit of a cleanup. Probably the port area too, maybe a little bit. But for the most part, I think we kind of pretty neatly hit the 65,000. Now we're under it again, but it doesn't matter anymore because we got all the land. Oh my gosh. Okay, what we got to do today, oh not today, I'm getting excited now. We gotta connect this highway to here because, well, not directly, but like probably come around. Or this highway, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want that highway. So if we just redirect, well, we basically need a highway that doesn't force you to go through our city. So this one definitely needs to come down. I think I might connect that. I don't know what I'll do with this though, but we'll see. But let's have a look at this. Look at this. All this land, it's ours now. It's ours. So we got a few options. Well, I want to do that highway. I don't know if that'll be soon or next or whatever. But the airport we were planning to do here, I think, is probably good. Or maybe it could even be over here, like really far away. But is that too far away? I don't know. But yeah, I think that's probably the best spot, either here or here. I don't know if we'll do that next anyway, but yeah, we've got a lot of room. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. Now that we're not like scrammed in, I'm excited to just have a bit more space. Another little town and stuff would be good too, for sure. Oh yeah, and the zoo. I wanna do that at some point as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.